One of my favorite comedies from the last 10 years is a film called Wet Hot American Summer. It might be on like my top 20 best comedies of the last few years. That movie is hilarious. And the director of that film is named David Wayne. He's also done Role Models, and he's also an actor, comedian. He's worked with a lot of great actors. I think one guy named Michael Ian Black and Mike. Let me just check, because I'm going to check that right now. Let's see, Wet Hot American Summer. Gosh, was I in the shot the whole time? Okay, good. Not only is David Wayne a director, but he's an actor and comedian. And he might be known to most people, I believe, by a comedy troupe called The State. He's also worked with Michael Ian Black and the two Michaels. He's also worked with Michael Ian Black and Michael Showalter. They're in this film, like everybody. I think almost everybody that was in that comedy troupe, The State, and I believe it was called The State. I'm going to check it right here. Yeah, it doesn't say. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. I haven't seen much of The State. His new film is called Wanderlust. It stars Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston is someone I've always struggled to like. I know to some people she's very, very beautiful. And there's a lot of people who love Friends. I'm not one of those people that love Friends. I can't even get through an episode. But she has a few films underneath her belt that I really enjoy. One is called The Good Girl from 2002. And the other film just came out last year called Horrible Bosses. She was really good in that. She's been good in a few other things, but I think The Good Girl is probably her best film. I could talk for days about the cast of this film. There's an actor called Justin Theroux. I believe that's how you say his name. He is very, very funny. I looked at his resume. The guy's written for Iron Man 2. He's acted in a bunch of things. Who else? Alan Alda. I did not know that Alan Alda was in this film, and he's got a big part. And he's hilarious too. Everybody works great in this film. There is tons of humor, continuous. The movie clocks in at about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 40 minutes. Fit perfectly. Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston had great chemistry. They had wonderful chemistry with all the other actors. Everybody was perfect. There was just so many awkward, crude, raunchy, funny, over-the-top kind of jokes that went on and on and on and on. And that can really hurt a comedy if it goes forever and it stops being funny. But the jokes continued, and they were hilarious. They worked. As I brought up before, that David Wayne is the director of this film. He's also in this film, working with his good friends Michael Ian Black and Michael Showalter as these news correspondents, or should I say newscasters. Their part of the film is that they have this banter with each other. They're not in the film very long, but they're hilarious. This movie also has a heart, and it's beating constantly, and you feel it, and you care about the characters. I cared about the characters. I highly recommend this film, but be warned, it's very, very crude. It's very, very raunchy. It's not going to be for everyone. I also found at the end that this is a Judd Apatow production, so that's another one that they can put in their great catalog of hilarious comedies. I really, 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 really enjoyed Wanderlust. It's a great comedy, maybe the first great comedy of 2012. It's a great addition to Wet Hot American Summer and Role Models. I really look forward to what David Wayne has next. I hope he does something where he's working with the two Michaels. I love those guys, the whole team. I mean, of course, I want everybody else from that comedy troupe to come back. And make sure you wait until the end of the credits, because you'll get a little bit at the end of the credits. That's kind of funny. I want to give Wanderlust a very big, loud, cry to the sky comedy. Hilarious, funny, huge 3.5 stars. Check it out.